What's up, drones or gigs? It's Mobile Gamers. I just had to switch up my intro because we got a really boring slash easy video for you guys today. We're going to be playing Mark in 5v5. Now, he's not as bad as Victor, right? But he's still probably the worst hero in 5v5 if you don't count Victor. And I mean, most people don't even count Victor. He's basically just a free target because the only thing good about him is his ult. And Mark's kind of the other way around. His ultimate is absolutely garbage. And this is the skin we don't have, Cowboy Cosmo. So nobody's going to pick Mark because no one ever does. For those of you guys that see a Mark in your game, it's probably a fluke. I'm telling you right now, it's like he doesn't even exist in 5v5. This is probably the only mode where his surfboard will come in handy. But we're going to pick him. It's kind of throwing unless we get a good team. And as you well know, if you watch the channel, I am not very good at payload race. I suck at it. I don't know why. We just always lose. So this will be quite an interesting game because we only have one tank. Now, normally this is probably where you pick Jabali, Chemist, Iris, and Fort, and then an Osos, and you just push the payload. So, oh my gosh, they already have a better team comp, especially since they are defending. The Osos is going to be... We're going to try to flank with Mark, because that is the only thing that you can even try to do, is use his surfboard to flank, and you know, maybe you surprise him and get a kill. So normally I would go up the top way and drop down and then go to the objective, but we'll do a little hollow poster for the team here. And the surfboard, the skateboard, it does have wheels on it on the icon there, so I guess technically it is a skateboard, but it definitely feels like it floats more than has wheels. So let me know in the comments if you like. It feels like a surfboard, like a hoverboard. So we are going to try to go all the way up to this side, and this is where the Ososes love to stay, is right here. So Chemist can't heal herself, which is good. I'm kind of surprised we even got a kill. I guess we'll drop down and oh, and we got the Jabali. Okay, you're about to see the best Mark game of your lives, and you know, with the hyped up new intro. I'm just kidding, it's not really new, but I thought it was pretty funny. We're gonna go all the way over here and basically try to cut them off, because there's that Chemist. Try to get the Chemist. Probably gonna die the Christina. Oh, we're gonna... Oh, see what I mean? Yep. Oh, dude, it's so hard on mobile because when you try to like control where you go with the stick on the left, it stops the board, right? Most of you guys probably don't know that because you don't pick Mark. Because who would pick Mark, right? It's just for content. All right. And there is the Chemist. Like, we're one shot and we're already... Okay. And I also suck with Mark. That is something I do want to say. I'm not very good with him in, like, regular T3 gameplay. I'm not good with him. But his ultimate's useless. We're playing with him for fun right here. This is probably one of my better games of Payload Escort, which is, like, really crazy to think about. Because usually you just lose, like, super fast. If you're on offense, we're gonna flank around. Use our ultimate here.
Tracking hostiles.
Oh, seeing it bumps you off the board when you do that, which is... It's just unfortunate that he doesn't have a stronger kit. I think if you had his second ultimate... excuse me. If you had his second ultimate, he'd be really good. Like, he might even bump up into A tier. Oh, I hit the railing. Alright, comment down below. Railing is the best player on the enemy team. What are you doing, Osos? He's a sitting duck. That was on him. So, like, stuff like that, he definitely would have won that fight if he was not using his ability. He was a little bit lagging. So we're going to take advantage of him standing still. So that wasn't like a skill-based kill when I killed that Osas. He just like decided to give me the kill basically. And we're going to try to... maybe we'll just jump on him. I mean, yep, he's dead already.
The payload is approaching
So
its
we got lucky.
destination.
We have a really good team. And since nobody picks Mark, we're going to be able to pick him right away. That is the Iris. Are we going to lose to an Iris? Oh, the game ended. Okay, so we totally would have lost because she would have killed us while we were reloading. So, comment down in the comments that I suck. Looks like we do have an Osas this time. I'm not a fan of Mark in 5v5. I think his ultimate just holds him back so much. And if you compare him to the other damage dealers, he just doesn't. He just does not stack up. Now, I will say for a lot of you guys that are like, oh, his surfboard gets you to the objective faster. It's like, if you're with an Aletta, she can still get there faster. If you have a, like if it's control, you're just going to die even if you get there first anyway. Because the control point takes a little while to spawn in.
Learn, boys.
So let's time it here. We're gonna take the fastest route and see how fast we get there compared to everybody else. So normally people stop here. Yep. So what is that? To like 6 seconds maybe, and it doesn't do that much good to get there early. So definitely an interesting.
2,
We're gonna probably
1,
sit over here because
start.
they're probably gonna come through this window. It's a very popular spot. And of course, now that I say that, there's not gonna be anybody. But okay, well maybe there isn't really gonna be anybody. We'll help do some damage to the Jabali. Now I do have auto fire on with Mark, but that is because I just don't think his gun. For me, my aim's not good enough to take advantage of having like a manual fire mode, because I'm not that good. If you have a very good aim, then you might as well use manual fire on most of your heroes, like especially if you're on PC, because while the auto fire is nice, you can do a lot more with manual fire, especially if you're really good at the game like Atomic and those guys. So I'm kind of surprised we're doing as good as we are, and he's gonna stand out. That is the only downside, is if you don't play his ability, we're dead. If you don't play his ability right as Osas, you're just a sitting duck, especially if somebody's paying attention. So, and then we go on the hoverboard. It doesn't feel like because when you jump with it, it feels like it's hovering, doesn't it? Like you can't see the wheels or anything. I don't know. I mean, let me know in the comments what you guys think. It definitely feels like a hoverboard to me. So, we actually probably shouldn't have done that. We'll activate our ultimate before we die. So, just in case my teammate's not aware of where the enemy is, we went ahead and revealed it for him. Like, what a useless ability. He reveals people in an objective-based game mode. So, like, maybe there's a person... Oh, we're gonna die, like, right away. Okay. Okay. Try to...
The payload is approaching a
Just
checkpoint.
shield down a little bit. They're actually doing really good. Didn't expect them to do this good. We're going to try to help out. Oop, there's the Osas. So hopefully we can just kind of use our abilities and our gun to distract the enemy, because that's really all I am at this point, is a distraction for the enemies. Oh, there's the Mark. And we still lost. Like, we... That's just because my aim's not very good. We totally should have won that. But Mark's definitely an interesting pick for 5v5 because he doesn't do much. Now, I do like his passive and his second ability, where he heals when he's outside of the danger. Like, if you're not getting shot at, he'll heal. That's actually quite a large amount of healing. So, as you can see there...
Double kill.
I mean, we should have lost that. I don't know how we won that. We just kind of pretty much luck, honestly. Okay. Oh, they got him. He got sniped out of the air, and we're gonna dive Violetta. She's very good. She'll probably be my next video because she is so good in 5v5. And I know a lot of you guys are like, what? But you only put her at, you know, the B tier or whatever it was I put her at. And that's because she's just simply outclassed. So I think B tier is still very good for 5v5. So don't get it twisted if I'm like,
Tracking hostiles.
they're in C tier. It's like you can still definitely use them. Like you can use Mark if you want to. Obviously, you know, just play whoever you have fun with. Honestly, like at the end of the day, like don't play people because they're meta. I just think that's such a lame way to play the game. Like, oh, I'm gonna pick this guy because I know that he's a must pick. Like, play Mark if you want to. Victor is the only caveat to that. If you play Victor in 5v5, you're just like, that's just throwing. And even Mark's kind of throwing, but at least like he has that fun factor with his surfboard. Very crazy. I don't know how they aren't. So here, this is one of the things I dislike about this game mode, is they've already lost. We already pushed the payload the whole way. We'll just let them kill us. But they've already lost. So when you have like 2 minutes left in a match and you can't like quit or anything, and I just think it's kind of lame to stand here for the next minute and 20 seconds. You know, and it's probably more like 2 minutes and 30 seconds because we beat them so fast. So, kind of boring sitting here. I think they should make it, like, intuitive, where if you push the payload all the way, then it should, like, it should time out for their timer. Because, like, they can't win. Even if they pushed it all the way down there in the next 50 seconds, they still wouldn't win. And that's my only problem with this game mode, is that if you're losing, it's kind of like, oh, well, we can't win anyway, why are we sitting here? So, but overall, like, there's this passive again. You saw it just a second ago. And his passive's really good. I actually really like his passive. Anybody that heals in this game is, like, instantly a good pick for 3v3. Just because most people don't pick
Tracking
3v3 healers, because there's only 2.
Double
And that's
kill.
my other biggest gripe. This is just gonna be a rant video at this point.
Triple kill.
Is that they don't have support heroes. Like, maybe if you have like a hero that like gives you a speed boost or something, you know, like excuse me. There we go. So we won that round. We'll probably do another game just because, well, that's 9 minutes, so it'll be quite the long video if we do another game, but that's okay. Hopefully we will. So obviously we didn't get MVP because we played Mark. But I really think they should add more support characters. Like, let me know in the comments what you guys think, because there's only 2 in the entire game. And I just think it's kind of sad, especially for people like me who like to play support heroes. Like, if you compare Iris and Chemist, they're on 2 completely different levels in 3v3. And they're actually decently balanced in 5v5. But 3v3 is the main game mode if you play Crystal Assault or Ranked or whatever. And to only have 2 support heroes, especially when Chemist is basically a must pick for objective type game modes. So, like I said, nobody's picking Mark. I think Osas was the toughest one to make a video on, because he just, like, everybody picks him. Everybody picks Osas. Like, if this guy switches off Osas, even the tank that's playing Fort will probably switch off and play Osas. That's how good Osas is. So we're moving the payload, and they do have a better team comp than we do for pushing the payload. So they're basically just going to stand there, and it's going to be really tough for us to even get the payload moving. But maybe we'll have a good team like we did last time.
You know the drill.
So we'll just go right away. So when I do that, for any of you guys that play on mobile, you just hit the button and let it guide you, and then you drag your screen to move. And I just don't even touch the left stick, because like that's what bumps you off. And then if you activate any abilities or if you shoot, it'll jump you off the board. And so what I do when I do that is I just put my finger like in the middle of the screen and move the view around.
Start.
So they probably know we're here since I was like shooting at the wall and stuff. We'll try to pull off a little flank. So try to get this mark. We got the mark. And that's only because we got the jump on him. He actually probably would have killed us.
Double kill.
And then the Osas is low health. So we... Is she facing the fort? If she's facing the fort, she's gonna die. That is the only... I don't know about you guys. Fort is just so strong in this game mode. But, get on the board again. Drop down here. I think this is kind of a decent spot. I'm kind of surprised. Ooh, he might get us. Nope, he sucks. Alright. So, here, we'll show his passive real quick. I don't think anybody knows that I'm hiding over here. So there you go. What is that? 4 seconds? Can you back up to full health? So, the passive definitely does a lot for him. And he can be really good if your team is good. So, like right now, if you kind of add your damage in to other 1v1s, it will help them win their 1s, and that's a huge part of T3, especially in 5v5. So, what is that, a Yaw? Yaw is very, very good. Her ultimate can literally wipe the whole field. But she is kind of squishy, so... The trick to mark is to stay in that mid-range and not get on the point. So like right now, we have one Osas on the point. So we'll reveal the team in case they wonder where they're at. And help the Osas with his target here. Oh, see, I tried to use it and it did not work. Get behind this Jabali.
Better start running.
Whoops, he went... Oh, he's gonna get us. Is he gonna get us? Okay, so we got the Osas. The Osas is really good on this enemy team right now. So we're gonna actually come up here and try to flank. And... alright. Nope, Jabali. Oh, I tried to hit him early. So we'll just stay up here and heal. I don't know where that Osas went. He'll definitely peek at us and one-shot us, so... Seems like he's up there. Or down there, actually. So, she's low. The flanks is... He's basically a flanker. They really kind of... Oh, I'm dead. Yep. The fort literally came up there to kill me, so... I'm not sure. We're definitely doing worse than we were last game, but we do have a different team. I think our team's just as good as before, but the enemy team's way better than they were last game. And he is sitting out in the open. Don't know why you're doing that, buddy. Whoops, okay, so I missed the rocket there. But we're gonna come over here and try to pull the... we keep running into the forts. Use our ultimate, just because, I mean... Maybe our teammates helped us. Nice, okay. So if our teammates didn't help us, we would have lost that for sure. We're gonna get this Osas. Like I said, he's basically a flanker now, as weird as that sounds. They kind of changed it to the roles are different. So we won in 3 minutes. Not really sure if they'll be able to do the same, especially with us picking Mark. And even if they don't put the new support heroes into 5v5, they definitely should put more support heroes in the game, because they could do a lot of stuff. They could do... The support hero buffs your damage. The support hero gives you damage mitigation. The support hero, you know, when you use it, it puts a shield on them. Like, it makes their speed faster. They run faster or whatever. Or, maybe like a faster reload if you're in
I'll get
a
this
certain
done.
range of the players that are on your team. I just think there's so many avenues that they could take from what's going on in the game. And I mean, think about it. What if they release a hero who's a support? They're instantly going to be a must pick because they're a new hero. So that's one thing.
3,
and then you also
2,
have the fact that
1.
any support hero is going to be played because people like support. Because I definitely think that it's kind of an underrepresented group of players. There definitely are people that like support. Do we win the Fort v Mark battle? No, we don't. He's so bad. He's so terrible, you guys. Like, I got the jump on the fort with the missile, landed mostly headshots, and still could not beat him. And that's just like Mark in general, probably. He's probably a little easier to use in 3v3, I think. And they might beat us. That's interesting. So they have... See, we can't get this health. Alright, alright, alright. So he doesn't do enough, in my opinion, to justify a pick. Oh, wow. See, like, over Osos, like, who's gonna pick Mark over Osos? And the answer is somebody that just wants to have fun and doesn't want to win. So, bear with me here. I am getting a little stuffed up, and I did not even mean to shoot her. I literally, my hand just slipped. But I've been pretty stuffed up lately, so I probably have like a little bit of a nasally sound to me. So we're gonna just stand up here. I don't think they'll win, like full out win, but
Double kill.
okay. See, like he's a flanker. He's a flanker now, and I think that role is getting very popular, especially like with
Tracking hostiles.
what's his name? Fade. Like Fade's basically a flank. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, what? But he's a vanguard, and the answer is no. He plays more like a flank. So we're gonna sit up here. Can you get on the windowsill? You can. Okay. Just makes it a little bit easier to hit your shots. I definitely think they're not gonna win. It's gonna be close. Because nobody's on, and I messed up. So let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, if you hit some buttons, the surfboard just comes out. I didn't even tested. They're at 230. It's very interesting. I think if they would have hit the checkpoint and then got pushed off, that they would have been like they'd probably have beaten us. But because they didn't get that checkpoint, we might actually win. Hopefully we can try to win in the what do we have, 40 seconds-ish? So, we're actually... Oh, and they hit the checkpoint. Damn it. Yeah, and that's the fort's fault. He wasn't by the objective. You know, that's crazy. I didn't think they were even going to hit it. So, that guarantees we have at least another 3 minutes in the match. So, we're looking at like a 20-minute video. So, bear with me, you guys. 20 minutes of Mark gameplay is not what you guys wanted to see. And they don't win either way. I'm thinking about... I might just stop firing and let them continue, because that's what I usually do, because they can't win no matter what they do. So
Tracking
we're gonna use our
hostiles.
ultimate here. Whoops, I always forget the range on it. It's just such a bad ultimate. Like, I don't even ever use it on Mark. If I were to do like a Mark skin showcase, I wouldn't use his first ultimate. Like, that's how bad it is. But we're gonna come off the point here and let them take the payload in, because oh man, they're so bad right now. Like, I did not expect this team to be that bad, especially with how much of a fight they put up the first round. But get a few kills there, come back up, get this passive going, and we'll kind of just talk about him as a whole. I think that he just does not have the utility, because in
Double
5v5 you need the shields, and you need the heals, and that's honestly the biggest part of 5v5 is if I was down there, I'd have like 3 people shooting at me, and so 5,000 health is not enough for the damage that he does. Now if you put like Gloria in here and you gave her the surfboard, she'd be insane because she has close range damage. She has an AoE ult that can kill multiple enemies. She has a better gun and a shotgun for close quarters. And her passive gives her a speed boost. So I guess if her second ability was the board, then it'd be kind of weird. But maybe she gets like
The
an
payload
ultra
is
board
approaching
and
its
even faster than
destination.
Marks. But it's definitely gonna be a long one today, guys. So make sure you have your popcorn out. Probably should have said that in the start of the video. I didn't think it'd be this long. I usually lose payload escort a lot worse than this. Like, we actually won this match, which I never win 5v5 ever. So very cool that we're gonna win. So 20 seconds here. I don't really have any closing remarks apart from the fact that Mark is just not... He could be in a way better spot if he had a better ultimate. If it was his other ultimate, he'd definitely be A tier. So 5, 4, we'll let it count down here. And that'll pretty much be the end of the video.
Overtime.
Oh, overtime. Yep. I don't even pay attention to overtime half the time. So there he is. There's Mark in 5v5. He is just useless, you know. He's not as useless as Victor. There's still some uses. But I think that T3 does what they do best, and they make heroes that are fun to play. So if you have fun with the hero, just play them. Because at the end of the day, I think that's what T3's goal is. And they know that a lot of people will play a Vanguard hero over a support hero. So they do that so you can have fun. You know what I mean? So there's the game with Mark. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We did win, which was very uncharacteristic of this channel. But you guys have a good one. Peace out.